So today I'm gonna talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I had a lot of fun watching it. I'm not gonna say it was a good movie, but I had fun. And to me, that's all that matters. So, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, as you can guess, is about the hit 2011 game Five Nights at Freddy's. And now, the movie was entertaining. It starts off with our main character Mike and his little sister Abby, and they're in a tough spot, so Mike has to take this job. Oh, I should turn that light on. So he's got to take this job working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, working the night shift, and the first night goes swimmingly. He's fine, he's dandy. First night, breeze. And then the second night, well, after the first night, the day after, he has this babysitter for his little sister for when he goes to work. And so his babysitter, his aunt, well, his aunt is trying to take custody of his little sister because Mike is, like, he can't hold a job for very long and he's really just not fit to raise a child. So his aunt is trying to take custody. He doesn't want her to. Abby doesn't want to go live with her aunt either. So this babysitter, his aunt, and a lawyer are thinking of ways that they can get Mike to, like, lose in court. So they have the bright idea to break into Five Nights at Freddy's. And when they're scheming over this, they're at like a diner, and Matthew Patrick is a waiter there, and I audibly laughed so loud in the theater when he showed up. I was overjoyed, ecstatic even. So they're scheming. They break into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They frick shit up, and the animatronics don't like that because, like, they live there. So the animatronics become evil and they kill everyone. But then at night, when Mike goes back to work, he has to bring Abby because the babysitter got killed by Freddy. She got, like, bit in half. And so he has to bring Abby to work, and Abby is, like, playing with the animatronics because, like, they're the souls of dead children, and they like Abby because she's also a child. And so Mike is like, Abby, no, these things are dangerous. You can't do that. And she's like, nee. And so Mike's like, damn, okay. And then that's when this police officer, Vanessa, shows up. And she's like, Mike, you gotta quit this job. You don't know what you're getting into. And he's like, no, I need this job. Fuck you. And so she's like, damn, okay. And so then they build a fort with the animatronics for like a 10-minute scene of them building a fort in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with the animatronics. So they do that. It was really funny. Bonnie fell over. I laughed. And then Mike is having these dreams of, like, the children who died, and he comes to the conclusion that the kids don't like him very much, but they really like Abby, and they want to make Abby into one of them. So Mike's brother, like, a long time ago, got kidnapped by someone, and he's been having these dreams to try and find who the kidnapper was. And the kids are like, hey, we can make you have this dream where your brother never got kidnapped, and you can do this every night. This can be your reality. And he's like, yeah, I'll take that deal. But then they're like, oh, we want your sister in exchange. And he's like, no. And then the kids are like, yeah, you already said yes to our deal, so no take-backs. And then they start, like, attacking him in his dream, and then he wakes up and he's got, like, wounds and cuts all over his body. But then, after that, he goes to Vanessa. He's like, I gotta stop these robots. They're gonna kill my sister. And Vanessa's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting close to them. My father is the one who killed all those kids and stuffed them in the suits. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright. Little technical issue, guys. Hold on. So, yeah. She's like, no, my father killed those people. His name was William Afton. I'm not helping you with that. But she gives him a bunch of, like, tasers and stun guns to attack the animatronics with, because it messes with the circuitry. So he goes in, he attacks them. He's like, fuck you, Freddy. And he saves his little sister, Abby. But then the William Afton shows up as Springtrap. He's dressed in, like, the suit. And he attacks William. But then he can also control the animatronics. And so Vanessa shows up after her whole speech of, I'm not going to help you. And so she shows up. She fights William Afton. And then they realize, wait, the kids that are in the suits need to realize that William is the one that did this to them. And so Abby draws, like, a picture of William being evil and killing them. And so they're like, all right, we're gonna kill you, William. And so they attack him. And then he's like, I always come back. But then the spring locks activate and he dies in the suit. You know, like, that's what happens. And so he dies. And then Vanessa, Abby, and Mike all walk out, and then Mike puts his hands on his hips, and he says, boy, I can't believe we just survived 5 nights at Freddy's. And then the movie ended. I thought it was hilarious. I loved the movie, and that's about it. See ya.